Greetings, Elder Black Light. Uh, Now we could bring this new heaven world into existence. In the Bible, they call it the New Jerusalem. And, they got Trump just put into effect the space force or space squad. These cats are going to be trying to control the whole universe, space, because they know about that mothership. They know about that mother plane. And it was a different thought. I'm digressing, but I'm going to go back to when I was about 12 in the 50s and in the 60s in Detroit. This is where Master Farad showed up at 1930. It was a different thought and a different vibe the brothers and the sisters was on back then. Even though they were still hustling and, trying to make ends meet by using the Caucasian method. A lot of them wasn't in the temple or in the mosque, but in Detroit, the mosque was doing pretty good. And so you had a lot of revolutionary brothers here. And we had a different vibration, a different thought. And Detroit became 85% black. But we were getting our way with the Caucasians because we was working in the auto plants, and we improved conditions by striking. And I used to work there, and we used to call the plant or the auto manufacturers the plant, short for plantation. We were hip to what was going on. But you young cats now are devoid of our experiences. Y'all didn't know what was happening. That's why we had the 67 riot. And the Black Panthers, they was using guns, but the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said stay away from that. Now I know why he said stay away from guns, because you're depending on weapons, and they make the weapons. They manufacture the weapons, and they manufacture the ammunition. And plus, they got weapons so advanced. They got guns that can shoot around corners. They could ride up on you. They got this device called the cloak. In other words, they could be right in front of you and you can't see them. They be invisible. They don't let you know this. They ain't gonna show this to you, but it be leaked through different brothers and sisters, that be up in that military. So the point where we at now is we got to rely on our mind power and our brains. They got us separated physically, where they don't want us in groups. And if they see us in groups now, they're going to pass a law that we'll go to jail, or they have the right to shoot us. It's going to lead to some deep stuff. A lot of y'all can't see it coming, but I can. That's why I have God vision. The reason why I was fortunate enough to be born in the Nation of Islam. I was literally born in the Nation of Islam. My uncle and Malcolm were tight. They were on the same level. My uncle and Malcolm were on the same level. And my uncle had all types of books that he got from all parts of the world, scientific books. And he would run this on me. But my mother was in the nation, but she got mad and fell out with her brother, my uncle, and took me away. She didn't want me hanging around my uncle. She didn't understand it. But she went all the way uh, back into the Caucasian world. But I was always reluctant. And my mother seen that in me, but she still fed me books like, she would give me books like Genghis Khan, you know, books of conquerors, you know, the autobiography of different conquerors, Genghis Khan. And then when I seen that one of Genghis Khan's offsprings, I think it was Kublai Khan, one of them, they were Muslim, and that they influenced without bloodshed that Asian peninsula, they just automatically bowed down to Islam. And I started studying, and I started matching Kemet with the teachings. And then I seen this book called The 12 Powers of Man. My mother had that book. And I seen the teachings were so similar. So I knew that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was the right one. For example, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad changed his thought and built up a whole new nation of Islam, a whole new different planet, almost. A whole new different planet of thought. Some of the brothers, like my uncle, they took to it like fish to water. But a lot of brothers that was in the nation still had one foot in the white man's world and one foot in the Nation of Islam. Matter of fact, they wanted to be like the mafia, you know. And so the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, though, out of all the leaders that I know or read about, he was the only one that had boats, banks, farms, airplanes. You know. Plus, he was friends with all the African Muslims. He was friends with the Arab Muslims, Muslims everywhere, Japanese. He used to hang out with them Japanese Muslims. You know, China Muslims. They know him. And he was the only one calling the white man the devil. And the other black preachers and stuff got mad at him because of that. But you see that they didn't do nothing but go deeper into the white man's grip, into his world, like they doing now. You got Warren and Martin. They still into that politics stuff. But even Farrakhan, he had one foot in the white man's world and one foot in the nation, in the Allah's world. Why? Why is that? Why did Farrakhan have one foot in? Well, let's go back to his roots. He was an entertainer. We seen him on the Ted Mack Amateur Hour. he made some friends because he was he's an excellent violinist. I'm a musician myself. At one time, I wanted to be in the entertainment world until I see how dirty it was. I came out. But Farrakhan, he came out, but he still, had Jewish uh, contacts in that world. So he didn't all the way believe in the teachings. A lot of y'all can't see it. Y'all think I'm coming down on him, but if you examine the situation, don't be biased or partial to the minister, and don't be worshiping his personality because he has a flamboyant personality. He has a certain magnetism about him that you'll be drawn in, and he can talk. He was very studious in the English grammar department. But, he went off, And a lot of brothers and sisters gonna follow him. They might come back, but the thing we gotta understand that world or that reality that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad created manifested in a whole lot of brothers that wasn't in the temple, that wasn't in the mosque, like the nation of gods and earth. And there's a whole lot more that don't even call themselves nothing but brothers. They might not even use the word Muslim. But through us, as brothers like me, they might not be on YouTube. We're going to network. I got about 301 subscribers. Give me that thumbs up. That way we can save some of our other brothers. Because you got to admit, there's very few brothers talking like me. You got to admit, there's very few brothers illustrating and bringing out or enhancing what we already got in us. My time is getting short, but stay tuned for some more. This is Black Light.